And the question I have, and I guess it's because I'm sort of a business guy, is that, we're in a terrible economy here, and we're not good everywhere, and it's not going to get worse. It's going to get worse, not better. And is enacting an ordinance like this at this time, do you see that as a real hardship from the standpoint of a business person? Can you help me with that? Because I am concerned with economics and with what's going on around me.
I think anytime somebody else is telling you what to do and when to do it, you have less preparation versus creating a capital budget. But, I want to be very careful to say, though, if you're a landlord and you're in the business of renting spaces, there are different obligations you have to a residential tenant and a commercial tenant. And I don't care what your situation is. If you have a residential tenant in a building, I don't want to say there's a moral obligation, but there is definitely a different set of legal obligations to keep a dry roof over their head. Absolutely. And have some, modicum of decent living. It's bad business if nothing else, Gene.
Right.
Commercial's a different story, and I have to tell you, somebody had made a comment about there being inequities. I can assure you that Coldwell Banker or Morgan Stanley have a lot more money than my mom and pop landlording entity does. So, there's not an inherent inequity that always favors landlord. So is there a hardship? Yeah, I think in terms of timing. But if you're going to be in the business, so it's, all I can do is empathize with property owners who might have bought in 2006 at the peak before the bubble burst and, have a gigantic mortgage, probably underwater, and now on top of it have to figure out, right, okay, how am I gonna, keep my boat afloat?
Right.
On my property value. Okay,
right.
But do I feel that trumps property rights and their ability to manage their ownership cycle the same way a homeowner wants to manage its ownership cycle? No, it doesn't trump it. I think it's more important that we respect their rights. And I